Hello, folks. I greet you. Welcome to Crosstalk. Crosstalk is an Enterprise TV special. It's a verbal war on air. You are going to understand what I mean. Question: is America ready for a woman president? The pros and the cons. Now, you know, the Americans go to the polls on Tuesday next week, that is November the 5th, to elect the 47th president in their history. If they elect Kamala Harris, a Black, Asian, African-American woman president, it would be historic on many levels. For one, we can posit that it's possible due to the evolving stereotypes of women politicians. Stereotypes have hindered female candidates over time, casting them as weak, emotional, and sensitive. That has all changed now that voters in the United States see women leaders as synonymous with political leadership and therefore more effective than men politicians. Let us state that the United States of America, the USA, is 240 years old as I speak, and in all of those years, 60-year-old Kamala Harris is the first female vice president. As far as the polls are concerned, she has a 1.5 percentage point lead over the Republican candidate and 45th president, Donald John Trump. So would the scales tilt in her favor? On Enterprise Television, our program, Crosstalk, looks at its two sides to a coin. With the ayes or the nays have it, let's provoke the debate. Please, let's meet and greet the two sides. The first side is that belonging to Akin Fatunke, gentleman, chartered accountant, and national and international affairs analyst. Mr. Fatunke, I greet you. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Citizen Jones. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah. The other side is led by Cyril Abaku, gentleman as well, broadcaster and communications expert. Cyril, welcome.
Thank you, Citizen. I'm glad to be here.
So, but before we go proper into the debate, let me share women presidents of a more recent vintage with you. We have had Margaret Thatcher of the United Kingdom, Angela Merkel of Germany. There had been Ivy Matsepe, acting president of South Africa, and of course, Joyce Hilda Banda, president of Malawi. So it is possible for a woman to become commander-in-chief in the US, but the voters have to say yes to it. Yeah, so gentlemen, who takes the lead off?
I will take the lead off. I will say that thank you for what you just reeled out. Even within America itself, we had a very strong Pelosi who led, the House of Reps.
Okay.
And she was there for so long. I will, for the life of me, never forget sometime when she went visiting, and then she was all covered with the armada of the American military. Yes, she was a woman, and she was there, and she continued to be there, and she has not behaved too badly. There is a danger when the whole world is going, when, like Hugo said, a time has come for a particular shift or change, and you want to remain fixated. Yes, I recognize.
You'll be swept away.
Well, you are going to be swept away, or you can remain taciturn, rigid, and then, of course, you become a footnote in history. I'm going to say that I have absolute regard and respect for the American people in whatever it is they choose that they want to do. But I think the time has now come that I strongly believe that there's going to be a shift to American presidency going the Kamala Harris way. Okay, apart from the pundits, and quite apart from what even the
pollsters
are making out, the swing states by the 1.5 margin that you mentioned is likely to move to 1.6 in 1 or 2 days, basically because I know opinion molders, call it whatever it is, are also openly coming out and saying that, look, Donald Trump's freedom slips are one time too many. A lot of the things that he spoke about Latinos will naturally swing their states, and the Minnesota may step and may speak against women is not the best. I also recognize the fact that there is no act by which you see the mind construction in the face. That is Margaret. Yes, in our own politics, Yoruba words during the First Republic said, you know, I may all be telling you that I belong to here, I belong here, but on the day of the poll, I might just swing to the other side. America must recognize the fact that, yes, American interests go beyond the geographical entity called America. It's also the apogee that I think they have reached. They have China, have North Korea, okay, and have Russia breathing at the sides to tell them to do the wrong thing, perceptibly the wrong thing that might erupt the whole world into a third world war. I believe that Kamala Harris is going to win this election. He's going to win the elections not by prayers,
and
but by...
for that matter, it means America would have been ready for a female commander-in-chief.
It has to be a female commander-in-chief, because when you have not tried something, you haven't tried something, Cyril Jones, and you keep on just saying that what you see is red, what you see is red.
All right. Give Cyril an opportunity to open the salvo here.
Well, thank you for having me once again. Let me quickly say that the argument here is whether America is ready for a female president or female commander-in-chief. The answer obviously is a yes, they are ready. Why do I say this? Leadership is not gender sensitive. Anybody with the capacity, capability, ability, willingness, tenacity, doggedness and audacity can lead. We've seen it, like the man you mentioned, Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Lady, who convinced Ronald Reagan that the West could do business with Mikhail Gorbachev, which eventually led to the bringing of the Iron Curtain in Germany. So the real architect of the end of the Cold War was a woman. No doubt about it. Is America ready for a female commander-in-chief? The answer, in my opinion, again, is yes. But the question is that woman going to be Kamala Harris? Now, when you look at the Democratic voters, in 2020, they had a harvest of women who wanted to run for office. In fact, Kamala Harris was herself in the running to be Democratic nominee, but she pulled out way. It basically looked like she chickened out of the race. Okay, it was one of the questions she was asked during the debate. The way she left the race back then was too untimely. In any case, even when Biden went on to take the ticket, all right, she became vice president. Now, Kamala has largely been a candidate or a figure in the shadows. If you compare Hillary Clinton, her experience, her exposure, her charisma with that of Harris, Clinton still looks to be a more viable candidate. This is the reason you see Obama and Clinton coming out to babysit on the campaign trail. Because left for Kamala Harris all by herself, she may not look like a very convincing persona. Now, the point to be made is this. In the end, American electors are going to be the one to choose who the next commander-in-chief is going to be. In my opinion, looking at what Democratic voters themselves have said, party members, that they fear what sociologists call pragmatic bias. And what is that? That a vote for Harris may be a wasted vote. Which is to say, even if I vote for her, how many people are going to join me in voting for her? I believe she's strong. I believe she's fit. I believe she's capable. But if I vote for her, how many more people are going to vote for me? We saw a case in 2011 or so, when the PDP had this convention in Abuja. A certain Sarah Jubril was on the ballot.
Yeah.
And there was a sea of women who came from across Nigeria in the name of delegates to the convention. Ladies and Jones, Sarah Jubril had only one vote.
Cast by herself.
Of course, obviously, has to be cast by herself. So the question is, if indeed, as I've said, yes, I agree that America is ready for a female commander-in-chief. As a matter of fact, for 10 men, there could be...
Simply put for you, that woman is not necessarily Kamala
Well,
Harris.
I'm waiting for the ballot to translate her dream of becoming president to reality. So we know that indeed she won the election.
Yeah, there is the concept of paradigm shift. I like your logic. I mean, you have to be a gentleman, first of all, to look at your SWOTs, your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and acknowledge the fact that America is ready for a female president. My mind goes back to a Nobel laureate in Wole Soyinka at one point in time. Nigeria got into a kind of a crossroad along the June 12th thing. I know Obasanjo clearly said that, yes, certain people were not the Messiah we were looking for. And Wole Soyinka then said, look, Messiah or no Messiah, even if it is a dog, we are going to put that dog in there for a good reason, that he must and he will and he should, and that we are going to prop him up. I have challenged when my friend Cyril now says that woman will not be Kamala Harris, and so will now be who?
No, that's not what I said. I said whether that woman can be Kamala Harris or Kamala Harris can become that woman. It is the ballot that is going to tell.
I hear you.
Yes.
So
I hear you.
We are not.
Simply semantics.
The American voter.
It's simply semantics.
The American voter in pre-election poll says it's not possible.
Okay, in pre-election polls.
Yes.
And now we are now in the swing state.
Yes. So
no matter what you say,
has been
or not say,
can she swing
the American elections have always been known. No matter what you say, no matter what you put in there between the red and
the blue
and purple.
And so we are not talking about the purple. The purple will be such that whether this person you are talking about is a Kamala Harris or is a woman or is a Hillary Clinton or whatever it is that you want to put.
No, the two liners are Kamala Harris and Donald Trump.
As far as I am concerned,
yes.
As far as I am concerned, there is the theory of act of God, you call it. Okay, that is not the direction I want to go.
But it's certain act of God is empirical. You cannot use that to
something
as a proof of planning
alone.
You cannot use act of God as a proof of planning. The reality around the world,
Angela Merkel in Germany also was going to face similar stiffness.
No, but she was not. Can I explain to you?
No, hang on. She was going to face similar treatment, and you cannot tell me that
she was there for all of 16 years.
You know why? Because she has been mentored by Helmut Kohl. She was
mentored by Helmut Kohl, and so Kamala Harris has not been mentored by anybody. That is not true.
The case of
that stands logic on his head.
It's like that of
as far as I'm concerned, America has come to a stage where we need sanity. Okay?
I use the word stereotype in your plan. I hear that. Yeah. So Cyril, these stereotypes will give way someday.
They have to, and even if they did now, why not? But the question we're asking, that you've asked now is America ready?
Okay.
Stricto sensu, this is an answer that should be provided by America.
And it is going to be provided by America.
But I'm happy to lay out
I disagree with you. I disagree with you that America. I disagree with you that America is made up of only evangelicals and rednecks.
You want me to believe the Americans are pro-Trump?
So let's look at it. This is the 60th American election. November 5. It will be the 60th election. Like America, like Great Britain. If you check on the scale, the Labour Party has arguably provided maybe 10 or 15% of all the prime ministers. But traditionally, Britain always has Tories.
Tories, yeah.
Right? In America,
like the Thatcher we talked about.
In America also, I can count. Let me say this. Before Biden, there was Biden is a Democrat. Trump is Republican. Before Trump, Obama was a Democrat. Before that, we had Bush, who was Republican. Before that, you had Bill Clinton, was Democrat. Before that, you had Reagan, who was Republican. Bush Senior. Bush Senior was a Republican. Reagan was a Republican. Carter was Democrat. Before Carter, you had Ford. Okay, Ford. Then Ford. Then from Ford, you had Nixon. From Nixon, you had
Ford was JFK's vice.
No, he was not.
The dynamics is different from. If you like, go back into history.
When you
have, we are in 2024, and what 2024 is portending for America and the world is a choice between morality and immorality. It's a choice.
The American TV star, what's her name now?
Oprah
Winfrey said this election is going to be one between sense and nonsense.
And the nonsense has continued. Unless if I am hearing from you, Cyril, that the Americans don't have common sense. I know they have prejudices. And if Trump has continually, openly, I don't know why any normal human being will do that. I can't understand it. I don't know whether it's a strategy. And keeps on saying the kind of things they said in Minnesota, talking against women, talking against
Cyril, Trump has called Kamala Harris useless. And that should not come from a president.
That is not gentlemanly.
And besides, Trump wants you and I to believe he is the best Republican since sliced bread.
That's subjective.
Hold on.
That's subjective.
Even among the Republicans, many of them are.
I'm not. Trump cannot tell me he's the best Republican since World War II.
What a number of Republicans
we have had. Ronald Reagan
are clearly saying that this guy is not just a mistake.
Hold on. President Ronald Reagan not only had a good sense of humor, but has a sense of fine language.
A sense of balance.
May I speak?
You call it a sense of balance.
May I speak?
When you do not have a sense of balance and you go into, call it anti-competitive law, recognize your opponent. There are certain things you should not say about your opponent. There are certain things you should not even say about.
Trump called Puerto Rico an island a garbage island.
No, come on. I mean, there are certain things I should not.
Cyril, that is not presidential.
Very unpresidential. Very uncouth.
And
for a man
when Trump says that,
who nearly turned the institutions of America upside down, he's already making the point that he's not going to accept the result of elections.
In your opinion,
that cannot be a same person.
When a candidate vying for the presidency called Frederick as garbage, what did the sitting president then say?
Well,
he came with a...
I'm asking what did the sitting president then say?
Well, the sitting president, Donald Trump, Biden.
You haven't called him a sitting president.
Okay, hang on. But Biden did not call women.
No, look.
As far as I'm concerned, whether you're a Republican Whether you are Democrat, it is absolutely
by saying that
unacceptable for any normal human being to go and call a whole race and call a whole gender and make them feel highly inferior. What are you talking about?
I can just a minute. Cyril, how do you react to Donald John Trump, who has given you an indication that if he becomes president again, immigrants will be kept away?
Is that what he said? No, he said immigrants that will be kept away. That if you step your feet back into American ground, you are going to be killed.
That the current government of Joe Biden
is somebody high on something? I can't understand that. Will you be high on something for you to make such a statement?
Okay, just a minute. Cyril, I'm troubled by his statements, which are tendentious. And if Trump says if he were president, Israel wouldn't be at war, neither would Russia have invaded Ukraine.
It's true. You know why?
Originally, is Trump too not an immigrant? America is an immigrant country.
Yeah.
America has been built on immigrants. You can't now put up there a ladder and then just because you are whatever it is, a shrinkhead, then decide that you are going to pull the ladder off.
We cannot.
I do not see a situation where I'm a Nigerian, okay, but what is happening in America also interests me. At a man who will be so uncouth, who will sleep on one side, wake up on the other side, and then begin to make unguarded statements. Your point about if he was president, he would not have, Gaza would not have gone to war and all that. Yes, because it's been said, I've already said, that because as at the time he was there, he was doing the Russian bidding. He was doing the Russian bidding, was not acting as a president of America.
Is it Russia that told Gaza to attack?
No.
You are mixing it up.
No, I'm not mixing it up. It is clear that when Trump came for his first, whatever it is,
we're talking of
America knew that Donald Trump was kowtowing to Russia.
Yes.
And that is the truth.
We're talking of the war in the Middle East.
Gentlemen, hear this. If Trump, I may be wrong, but let me drop it here. If Trump were that influential, why did he not win a second term?
He could not have won a second term because he lost woefully. And when he lost woefully, he now chickened.
He challenged it.
He chickened and went and wanted to now do a coup against the institutions. A country that the whole world is looking out to, the kind of democracy that they are preaching to us. And up till tomorrow, Donald Trump has not accepted the fact that he lost that election. He's done quite a number of court cases that have found him wanting. And yet, a few evangelicals say, well,
okay, just a minute, Cyril, and the indication is there that Trump may not agree with the result if it does not.
I don't think he's going to agree with the results.
Election.
Not only that,
but aren't you troubled by that?
Why are you putting Trump on trial?
No, Trump is not on trial. He is the one that has put a rope down his neck. And his supporters are making the point that immigrants who are taking their jobs, immigrants who are cleaning and doing many things that the white mess will not do, that they are the ones that are taking their jobs. How terrible can a set of narrow-minded, these are not humanists.
Lest he says he hangs on to the statement, I'm putting Trump on trial. But listen, Trump, when he was president the first time, he simply barred Muslims from coming to his country.
Okay, so now how do you balance that, or how do you balance additional Freudian slips that is coming out from some of his aides?
Let me go back to the initial.
The latest that I'm hearing is that, well, it's a secret, but as soon as we come in there, all the health plans that we have is going to be taken away.
Obamacare and all that.
How do you open your eyes and jump in front of a moving trailer?
All right. Yeah.
Then you need the shrink.
Hold on for him.
Nobody has tied Russia to Hamas attack on Israel. What Trump said was that if he was American president, Hamas would have mustered the boldness to attack Israel, and it's obvious.
How?
Because they know he's a man who will both speak.
So on October 7th, Trump will have known what the Hamas will have done to attack Israel.
No.
For fear of it, they know that they won't attack it. Yes.
For fear of who?
Akin is reminding you that Trump it was who ordered the dropping of the MOAB, mother of all bombs on Afghanistan.
They know him that this man.
So they will vote him in to drop more bombs, including dropping bombs in Nigeria and all that. That's not the type of man that we do not want a Hitler. We don't want somebody that is highly subjective in his thinking. We don't want a man that will see institutions that have been working for ages. I will take a decision. I will go to the Capitol and say he won elections.
He has dismissed the Hitler statement. He has dismissed it.
America is not the world's country. America is America.
Well, America is supposed to be God's own country.
Nigeria, good.
Trump is turning America into something else.
Uncle Sam's country.
You hear the Americans cooking their broth.
And
the smell is so nice. And the neighbors feel that they are...
Even the evangelicals, as I know that we preach, he says, look, the Bible that we are carrying says that, look, take this Bible and go and preach the gospel to all nations. He didn't say go and start to call other nations that they cannot exist.
You and I can't sit here, and dictate to America and Americans how they should run their country.
No. This is not dictating. I am working on an assumption that we are dealing with rational human beings.
I'm not done talking.
Over the ages, American humanism, American education, American technology, just American arts and culture has seen itself being flown out in the world. And now we're not doing that. Is it the same America? Because one man came and decided that he was going to now skill his mind into parochialism.
Allow Cyril to...
I do not think Cyril has anything to say here.
Allow him.
I will allow you to say whatever you want to say, but you don't have anything to say, my friend.
You see, like I said,
you are not intimidated.
This is the 60th election that America is going to hold.
History, story.
Sometimes people feel like, why change a pattern that has been working?
The American pattern is working for you. The American pattern has been working. The American pattern is working.
Let him take it.
When they went and dropped bombs,
please.
Is that the pattern that you see working?
Please let him take his point home. Yeah.
The global world order, as it is today, is largely Americocentric, which is fine.
Oh, that's not true.
But in the end,
China has come into the no, I don't want him to say things that are not right. But you cannot make a statement like that on television. No, please, you can't say that.
In the end, America is America. Like Professor J.P. Clark wrote, America, they are America.
Yes.
So in the end, it's for Americans to choose what it is they think is best for them.
Of course.
And live with the choices they make. Frankly speaking,
Americans have come out to say they don't want a Trump. A vast majority, they say they don't want
No. Regardless of who wins the election, Trump has clearly shown greater aptitude, charisma, competence, and even track record in managing American economy.
So you are competent with all the kind of cases that he has on his head. Is that the America you knew?
Tell me anything significant that Kamala Harris has
been.
She's a woman.
Hold on. But are you comfortable with Trump's intemperance?
Well, so
yes, you are.
Every man is unique in his own way.
No. But
every man is unique. What about a woman?
It's not personal.
No. We've had temperance.
It's not personal, sir. We've had Duterte of the Philippines. We have
We're
had
talking about America. I'm
No,
talking about America.
We are talking about America of 2024, my friend.
Who does not skeleton in his cupboard? Should I open Kamala Harris' cupboard? There are many skeletons.
In her cupboard.
When she was, yes,
In her cupboard.
yes.
How many skeletons does Trump has? How many skeletons does
Like I told you, don't let us make it personal.
No, it's not personal.
Yes, so then,
go there.
It's not
then close it.
Shut that up.
Yes.
America came and told Nigeria.
So that's about his temperament.
America came and told Nigeria.
No, but it's temporary.
And told Nigeria that look, you must
No, say,
with the rule of law and competence.
Just a minute.
Leave the man's personality.
No. Cyril.
We can't leave him.
Say, Cyril, that he dropped a mother of all bombs on Afghanistan.
Yes.
And of course, it triggered a lot of
A
things.
Democrat dropped the ones in Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Okay, so you are not balancing. But we now have
balancing.
Listen, we now have a woman. I disagree with you that Kamala Harris is not competent.
I didn't say that.
Well, you said Donald Trump is not so competent.
I said proven.
Kamala Harris has not proven.
I said proven.
Yeah, Kamala Harris, as far as I'm concerned, is not only proven, has even a tabula rasa that is cleaner than Trump.
Hold on.
Why?
Trump lost on 34 counts a particular case that I want to call having to do with hush money. Seriously, remember
the story.
Then he should be forgiven.
I told you to forget personal issues. And the story of the former DA, this attorney, that was dating a mayor and was killing cases in exchange for money.
How many of dating have you seen with Kamala Harris? How many of dating have you seen with Kamala Harris? Somebody is coming straight and tidy.
Was she taken to court?
It doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Was she taken to court?
It doesn't know what I'm talking about.
I don't want to know what you're saying. I can't read your mind. As far as I'm concerned,
when they asked that,
the prejudice is because she has Indian,
Jamaica.
Go and see what Kamala Harris has contributed to American jurisprudence. Compared to a president who will be slapping people's behind, who will be stealing, who will be lying through his teeth, who will look at you like a demagogue, and despite the fact that he is morally wrong, declare it, and then want to now swing.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Was she his daughter?
Was who's his daughter?
You don't know the story. Was Kamala Harris the mayor's daughter?
Was that there when she was born? Were you there when she was born?
Okay, hold on.
No, I'm not holding on. Just tell me. Were you there when you was born?
I told you, let us leave personal
Cyril, are you your father's daughter?
Let us leave personal issues.
Am I my father's son?
He was not her father. Let's leave personal issues.
Forget about whether somebody's father or not somebody's father.
Let's leave it.
This woman has proven morally upright.
Was he right?
Morally balanced.
Was it right? Because he was married. Was it right?
Listen, morally balanced to lead America in 2024.
The man had a wife.
And as far as I'm concerned, go and look at the stinking skeleton that Donald Trump has shown to the whole world, and he was caught red-handed, and yet still came out to the world
that Harris does not
lying through his teeth. What kind of man would that be?
That Harris does not have.
A man that is going to drive a trailer asked me to come in, and I know that this man will crash me, and I said just because I don't want a woman who can drive better, I then get inside his own and then go into my own parish.
See this, let me take this home. For the record, right, I have no, yes.
We are hard pressed for time.
Yes.
You have 60 seconds to drive your point.
For the record, I hold nothing against Kamala Harris.
You can't hold anything against her.
Please allow him to speak. Please.
For the record, I hold nothing against Kamala Harris. I believe she is competent in her own way and has her values. I will not share them. But we hope that come election day, let the votes be cast and let the cast votes count. If Trump wins, so be it. If Kamala Harris wins, so be it.
All right. I can take it home.
Well, as a rational mind, I have more than one reasons why I do not like to see Donald Trump as president of America. Because quite a number of things that he's going to be doing is going to shake the world to its foundation. I have absolute faith and confidence in Kamala Harris. I am somebody who likes to shift the paradigm that she's vice president of United States of America. Ever since she became vice president, I've seen right vibes coming from this woman. And I am therefore saying, she's not just a mother, a wife, somebody who is competent all through, somebody who will not lie and just continue to lie, and somebody that the whole world needs now. America, please go to the polls and go and cast your ballot. But remember, I will always say this, China and Russia and North Korea, they are in the office, they are watching you. They are watching what you are going to, the kind of choice you are going to make.
We love it there.
God bless America, just like I said, God will bless Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, folks, we are done, but let's thank Akin Fatunke for his time. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to come and teach Americans how to practice democracy in respect of the fact that they've been on it for so long.
And Cyril Abaku, Cyril, thank you too.
It's my pleasure. I hope that
Kamala Harris
the elections come
it will win.
And America remains a model of electoral good behavior to the world.
By doing the right thing.
So we are done. We thank you for your patience, and of course, here neither the A's nor the nays have won the day. Ours is to provoke a debate. We have provoked it.
Mm-hmm.
Let the debate continue in your part of town. Is America ready for a woman president, and for that matter, a female commander-in-chief? November 5 is election day in America. We wait with bated breath. Thank you for your time. I'm out of here. I'm Citizen Jones Hussein. Bye-bye now.
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.